Welcome back, my friends, to the Psychic Next Door. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. And those of you that have been with us throughout the duration, we are so grateful for you. My name is Rayla, and I'm a psychic medium. All of the readings you will see on my channel and otherwise are spirit-led. I simply use the tarot as a tool for additional insights and clarity. Please take a moment to subscribe and like my channel. It allows my readings to reach those that are in much need of messages from spirit. Also, make sure to check out your yearly readings for 2025. They are jam-packed with some excellent messages and predictions that are coming your way. All right, let's dive into your reading for my beautiful Pisces friends for the next 4 to 6 weeks. I hope you guys are having a good year so far. The overall energy, my beautiful Pisces, that I received while I was doing your meditation is there's optimism and hope. It's like, I don't want to say a cloud's lifted, but you kind of moved into this new year, perhaps not right when the year started, but maybe it's kind of beginning to happen now and into the next 4 to 6 weeks, kind of like a delayed Happy New Year. But you're feeling and you're seeing this kind of ray of sunshine, like a silver lining in the clouds, if you will. And I will say, and looking at the time right now, kind of spirit kind of guided me to look at it. It's 222 right now. So take a look at that for an angel number. I know a big part of 222 is kind of headed in the direction, or you're headed in the direction, kind of like flipping the pages of what could be happening for your life's purpose. So if you haven't kind of uncovered that and you're kind of wondering, what are you meant to do, and you really haven't found it, something that truly fills your cup, I think you'll find overall in 2025 from the visions that I'm seeing right now, you're going to be headed in that direction. So that's certainly a positive move for my beautiful Pisces friends. All right. I want to make sure. I want to make sure you guys can see these. So the first piece of validation that I am receiving from the meditation for you guys is the Page of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Oh, wow. This is great. This is a really solid reading for you guys. The Page of Cups is almost like a big question mark in your life, is what Spirit is conveying to me. Perhaps you've considered or wanted to do something that you haven't really dug into just yet. Perhaps it's something you started but let go because of time constraints. However, the Wheel of Fortune here is flipping this in your favor. You're going into a period right now, all right, for the next few months. And I know this reading is 4 to 6 weeks, but take it how it resonates. You know, timing is fluid for everyone. And it also depends on the type of action that you take, you know, how quickly the momentum takes you to where you're supposed to be. All right, what we have here for the first part is you've built something in your life already, whether it be, and I'm seeing this card split, which means there's two meanings for you or for the collective. The first part here, guys, is you've built something. Whether it be a marriage, family, children, you've focused on a career, you've put time and effort into something, right? And you're kind of like in that stance. I don't know if you could see the facial expression on the Nine of Wands, but Spirit is highlighting that for me, or kind of making it 3D, if you will. While you're proud and you're happy of what you've accomplished and the goals that you've set for yourself, etc., again, it's this feeling of you're wondering if something else is out there. Have you met your life purpose? Are you filling your cup to its potential? Okay. I don't want to say that something is missing, but that's the feeling I'm getting. Like there's just something missing from your life, right? Or perhaps another example they're showing me is you've done X career for X amount of time, and you feel as though you haven't maxed out your potential, right? So even if you're in a position where you have a good job and you have a good title and so on, it's like there's other levels that are shaded, okay, in my vision, which means you have things that are left to uncover. And the tide is turning in your favor, okay? Excuse me. This also depicts that the clouds are lifting, the silver lining. That's another representation of the Wheel of Fortune, right? Maybe things were going okay so far for you, but now they're kind of leveling up, if you will. For some of you, they are showing me that you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. Okay? Perhaps there's been some sort of long-term relationship. They're showing me like a vision of cumulative amount of years that you've put into this and you've given it everything you have. And that's another reason the Page of Cups is showing me a question mark. You're kind of questioning this relationship. You're questioning if you've outgrown each other, if perhaps you're living different lives, but you're sharing, a common home or something of that nature because it's somewhat convenient, Financially speaking, you've always been a hard worker. You've always looked out for your family's best interest and so on. You've always kind of kept your head down, okay? So the facial expression on the Age of Pentacles, while it's talking about finances and business and career, and you've kind of always been a hard worker. Also, in regards to a relationship that you've been in, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. Perhaps you have, it feels just very tense, okay? Whether it be parent, child, grandparent, just a very tense relationship that you've kind of kept quiet, you've kind of kept your head down. And for some of you, you're just you're not cutting off all communication, but you're really going to distance yourself because it kind of has torn you down over time, if that makes sense. It's kind of like it takes a little piece of you each time you have some sort of communication or connection with this person, or when you see this person. It just, overall, it's not in your best interest, right? And you're just going to distance yourself some. You're going to kind of walk away from this person that just doesn't bring what you need into your life. Again, they want to also touch upon the Ace of Swords. So when you make the decision to move on from whatever situation that's occurring for you, okay, relationship, business, etc., I'm feeling this energy of something that no longer serves you, that you're going to break away from. Some of you are just going to cut the cord, and some of you are just kind of, lessen the contact. In doing this, you understand that this is the change, another change for you, the Wheel of Fortune. Your life shifts into another direction when you do something that is inherently good for you, that is good for who you are, for what you need. Things start opening up in your life, right? When you're carrying these energies of they're saying the word, I don't want to say worthless, but parts of you feel like you're not good enough maybe, or you can't live up to people's expectations or this individual's expectations. Like no matter what you do, it's not enough is the feeling I'm getting. So once you turn the tide, once you make the decision to turn this tide, things are going to start opening up for you. There's going to be more of a balance in your life, right? It shows me a lot of you are juggling a lot of things right now that are not necessarily, I'm trying to figure out how to say this, but you know how sometimes you feel like you have to take everything on, okay? And if you don't get it done yourself, you know it won't get done the proper way. Some of you are through this process, through the tides turning, you're going to learn to release these things. There are some things that you don't need to carry, that you don't need to handle anymore. Delegating these items, okay? Teaching the individuals, even if it means teaching the individuals that are taking it over, hey, this is the best way to do it. Let me guide you on how to do it, etc., etc. You've got to lift this. You've got to lift this energy. There's too much on your plate, okay? You have no time to meditate, to contemplate, because you're going 90 miles an hour. Okay, you're going too quickly and you're not allowing yourself the time and attention that you need to open this new world up for you, this new opportunity for you. Okay? So once we clear this out of the way, new opportunities begin to arise. You're giving yourself the time and attention you need to really think things through. This question mark again is coming into play, meaning you're going to be opening the door, okay, to new situations for yourself. They're showing me a bunch of different visions. I'm just going to share them with you. They show me someone who loves gardening, who loves to be outside, who, for whatever reason, you know, because you've had too much to juggle, you haven't had the opportunity to do so. You're going to get back there. Again, you're going to be filling your cup. For some of you, it's in the direction of a life purpose. For some of you, it's just giving you what you need, rather than continuously worried about giving everyone what they need. Okay, you're going to put yourself more in the forefront here in the coming months. For some of you, you just need a break. For some, I mean, literally, like you're just needing to sit and read a book is what they're showing me. Sit and watch a TV show that you like, not that your family likes or not that someone in your household likes, something you enjoy. What do you like? And you're kind of like, it's almost like it's opening the doors for you because you kind of put yourself to the side, right? They're showing me an individual who, they're showing me somebody playing racquetball and tennis. Outdoors seems to be the theme. Getting yourself back out to maybe what made you happy in the past. Maybe you did this as a younger person, right? You really enjoyed doing it and you got away from it. Think about that too. They're showing me, and I believe it's the Four of Cups that they're showing me, where you're kind of looking back to a happier time in your life, a time where you gave yourself more than you're giving yourself now. Go back to that time, because some of you may be like, well, I don't know. You've lost yourself in so much, career, business, family, friendships, that you don't know what you like anymore, and you've grown, right? So I see like an exploration phase, and that's why this card is like really being highlighted right now, the Four of Swords, okay? They're depicting someone who is just taking time to mentally relax, okay? For some of you, as you want to go take a nap, right? But it's a mental thing. To sit outside, okay, and do nothing. To sit in a chair and just kind of think about what you need and what you want. Isn't that refreshing? And they're showing me that cloud. They're showing me the silver lining. Okay, so you're getting there. Some of you have already started this process. It's kind of like you kind of dipped your toes in, but for whatever reason, you just haven't really given it the time and attention. And they're showing me that at the end of this period, whether it be 4 to 6 weeks, whether it be a couple months, whenever you decide to take this turn, you're sitting more in your power, right? The Emperor, in this particular case, is kind of like boss mode, right? And they're flashing the Nine of Wands and the Emperor. So right here, it's kind of like, I don't want to say you're tired and you're defeat or anything like that, but you kind of are. Okay, some of you are. You've been working hard. You've been doing what you have to do, but you're turning the page, all right? You're turning the page with your Four of Swords and the Emperor. There's a new energy that's coming, that you're releasing, that you're wanting, that you desire, right? And it feels like a good majority of you, that's showing me 75%, are going to go out there and get this and make this happen. And then the other part of you, this may not be the appropriate time for you and it'll take a little longer. They are showing me that a small handful of you have already kind of started this process. Perhaps the thought came from the shift between 2024 and 2025, right? But you really haven't done anything with it just yet, but it's coming. All right, let's draw a spirit animal oracle card, okay? So we can tie this all into it. And I'm sorry, Spirit is wanting me to touch upon this card at the bottom of the deck. This is the overall energy for your reading, the Six of Wands. See the shift of this individual, and the card is actually the perfect meaning for what Spirit wants to convey. You're coming out of Champion. It's kind of like the new layer of you is coming, okay? People are looking at you like, wow, look, it's almost like you went from quiet and subdued, right, in a certain area of your life, and now you're confident. And that people feel that about you now, right? In this next turn, they're like, wow, look at Pisces. What's gotten into them, right? So this is all great news, Pisces. You know, you're going to see what's out there. I'm getting the words life purpose being flashed in front of me again. So for many of you, this is a major turning stone in your life. This opportunity may not necessarily be your life purpose, but it leads you there. Be open to communicating with others is what Spirit is sharing with me right now. Be open to discussing this with people you trust. You know, you don't always want to give everything away because I know that sometimes people's comments and thoughts and opinions come out and they're just not the best. So be cautious on who you share that with, but you'll get an inclination. You know deep down who you can say something to and who you can't. You know, who you know is just going to come at you with 10 different reasons why you can't do X, Y, Z, right? I think we all kind of have those people we steer away from in our lives. All right. Your spirit, oh boy, your spirit animal oracle card is Fox, opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. That completely, with your Wheel of Fortune, ties into your reading perfectly. This is Spirit's way of validating that the information that was coming through for you all today is in fact correct. Okay? We will draw our final card. It's our Mind Info Oracle card. It's pretty exciting when things fall into place and we get lots of validators. And Spirit is also sharing with me the number 2-3. So that means in the next 2 to 3 weeks, some of these things are kind of, they're showing me a flower that hasn't bloomed yet, right? And it's just in its bud. And they're showing me two of the flowers kind of coming through, opening up, okay? And that's you. That's you, my Pisces friend. That's you guys coming out of this and going into something beautiful and new. All right. Your final card is patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience, it will eventually work out. So perhaps some of you are in a situation where you've been thinking about this quite a bit and you're frustrated. You're wondering why the needle isn't moving. Spirit is physically showing me someone removing things from their life, from their day-to-day that no longer serves them. You've got to lift some of this energy. You've got to remove some of these people or distance them or some of these responsibilities you have in order for this new layer to come about. All right, my beautiful Pisces friends, it was wonderful doing this reading for you, and we'll see you soon.